Hello, guys. Good morning. How's everything? Are you ready for the class?
Good morning, Miss. How are you,
Morning.
teacher?
Morning, Edwin. Okay. So today, guys, we're going to start with a new topic: past perfect. We have already studied present perfect and even present perfect versus past, right? But today this is past perfect. So let me share that with you, okay? Can you see the screen that I'm sharing? Yes. I think I
Yes, teacher.
have connection problems. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, so there you have past perfect. Okay, so let's start with this. Past perfect, also called the pluperfect, is a verb tense used to talk about actions that were completed before some point in the past. The past perfect tense is for talking about something that happened before something else, right? So, do you have also the grammar structure of that? For the affirmative form, you should have, first of all, the subject plus had. In this case, the auxiliary, it will be in past. So you have had. In present perfect, you have or has, depends of the subject, right? But in this case, you're going to use had. That is the past, right? That will be the auxiliary, and then you're going to have this, the past participle of the verb, right? And also the complement. You can have like an example like this. So you had study English before you moved to New York, right? So in that case, look, there you have subject had, that is the auxiliary, and you have the main verb in past participle. So you have studied English before you moved to New York, right? So you have that like something that happened before you have studied English, right? Also, you have the negative form, subject plus had plus not plus past participle plus the complement. So, you had not studied English before you moved to New York, right? So, subject, then had, and the word not. This is a negative one. And the verb in past participle, complement, and so on, right? So, that is for the negative form. Also, we have just no questions. First, remember, we need to switch the subject with the auxiliary, in this case, had, right? So first of all, the auxiliary, then the subject, the plus past participle of the verb, that will be the main verb, right? The complement, and don't forget that question mark at the end. Have you studied English before you moved to New York? So this is a just no question, right? You should answer in a short way. Yes, I had. First, the word yes, then the subject depends of the question that you had, and in that case, had. That is the past, the auxiliary, right? Or no, I hadn't, or had not. That is almost the same, right? That will be in the short form or the long one. That will be correct. And if you want to add extra information, I think it is possible in the negative one. Yeah, if you want it. But if not, this is correct in this way, okay? What about WH questions? WH word in that case, plus had, plus the subject, plus past participle, complement, and question mark. What had he brought before the principal arrived? Right? So look at that one. This is a WH question. So you should answer these kind of questions completely, right? What had he brought before the principal arrived? So he had brought a book before the principal arrived, right? So that is a complete answer in that case, right? You really need to give all the information in this kind of questions, right? So there you have just no questions, WH questions in past perfect, okay? So completed action before something in the past. So we're going to study some different, we can say, ways that we can use the past perfect. So we have these. The past perfect expresses the idea that something occurred before another action in the past. It can also show that something happened before a specific time in the past, right? So there you have this. Here we have the past, that is something that happened before, right? And then still in the past, but you have the other action there, right? But something happened first and then the other action. So in that case, you have that something occur, right? Before, we can say this action, right? But also in the past. Past, that action, we can say, doesn't continue in the present, like present perfect, but in that case, only in the past. Examples, we can have this. I have never seen such a beautiful beach before I went to Kauai, right? So until you've been there, you have never seen such a beautiful beach, right? Until you been there, okay? That will be that one. Or Tony knew New York so well because he had visited the city several times, right? So that would be another one, right? I did not have any money because I have lost what? My wallet, right? So that's why you don't have money, because you lost your wallet before, right? So that will be another. I didn't have any money because I had lost my wallet. That will be another example of past perfect, using the complete action before something in the past, right? Also, she only understood the movie because she had read the book. Before that action, she read the book, right? So she only understood it because she had read the book, right? So there you have examples of past perfect using what? Completed actions before something happening, right? So duration before something in the past. Non-continuous verb. Verbs, which are the non-continuous verbs? Those are verbs that cannot be used in continuous form. They are verbs that you cannot see somebody doing, like, we can say, like, right? Love, hate, taste, smell, right? Those will be non-continuous verbs, right? So with non-continuous verb and some non-continuous uses of mixed verbs, we use the past perfect to show that something started in the past and continue out until another action in the past. but all in past, right? There you have. This is an action that started here and continue until finish, but in the past also, right? So there you have that. Examples. When we can say, sorry, we had that car for 10 years before it broken down, right? That will be that. We had, right? That car for 10 years before what? It broken down. They felt bad about selling the house because they had owned it for more than 40 years, right? So remember, although the above use of the past perfect in this case is normally limited to non-continuous verb or non-continuous uses verbs, right? The words like live or work or teach and study are sometimes used in this way even though they are not non-continuous verbs, right? I have already explained you that before, right? So there you have those examples. Also, we have specific time with the past perfect. Unlike with the present perfect, it is possible to use specific time words or phrases with the past perfect. So, there you have this. Also, an action that started in the past and continue until another action, right, happened, but in the past. Yes, so we can use like words in that case, right? For example, she had visited her Japanese relatives once in 1993 before she moved in with them in 1996. So look at this example, guys. She had visited her Japanese relatives once. You have here like a specific time in 1993, but before, right? Before. And that person, we can say, did this action first, and then she moved in with them in 1996. That would be like a specific time, right? She visited her Japanese relatives once in 1990. Oh, that is almost the same, right? 93 before she moved in with them in 1996. That is almost the same, right? But that's different because she visited her, right? That's like a past action that already finished, right? Because you are using their what? Simple past. She visited her, no, had visited her, right? Relatives once in 1993, right? Before she moved in with them in 1996. So in the past perfect, you can say an action did occur at a specific time. The simple past can be used instead of the past perfect when before or after is used in the sentence. That's why you can, if you notice, you can use in this case before, right, or after. Those words actually tell you what happened first. So the past perfect will be option, right? That will be an option in that case. So. Adverb placement. Also, we have the examples below show the placement for grammar adverbs such as always, only, never, ever, still, and just. We can use those adverbs, right? And when we talk about past perfect, this could be like the correct place, right? We say you had previously study English before you move to New York? So in that case, first you're going to have the subject, you, that is the subject for this sentence, then had, that will be the auxiliary for past perfect, and then we're going to use the adverbs. In this case, previously, right? After the auxiliary, we're going to use the adverb and then the main verb in past participle, right? Then you're going to have I'm going to say the complement of that sentence, right? Or have you previously studied English before you moved to New York? So look at this one. This is a just now question. So first, you're going to have the auxiliary had, then you, right? That will be the subject. And after the subject in a question, look at it. We're going to have this, the adverb previously, then the main verb in past participle, and the complement, and don't forget that will be a question mark at the end, right? So that will be like the placement or the correct way to use an adverb, right? Or adverbs when you are talking about past perfect, okay? So I don't know, guys, if you have any questions or comments about it. Is everything clear? It's a little bit complex, right? Yes, Diana?
For example,
No.
if you mention you have in Spanish, that means, for example, tú habías estudiado, right?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That would be like the meaning in Spanish. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it will be hard for us to understand these kind of structures because I guess we don't have like the same structure in Spanish, right? But that will be the kind of, we can say the same. We can say almost the same translation, right, in Spanish, like the one that you said, Diana. That will be almost similar, right? Yes. Tell me. Do you have a question?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I didn't get it when you mentioned something related with the noun continuous verbs.
You don't understand? What? The non-continuous verb?
The topic that you mentioned, yes.
Okay, you cannot use them in a continuous form. So you cannot say like I am hating someone, or in that case you cannot see the action that they are doing at that moment, right? So in that case you cannot use those kind of verbs, but I will look for a list of those verbs because I guess we can get confused a little bit with those one. So I will look for a list and I will send it to you. In that way, you can have like a list that non-actions verbs, right? That non-continuous form of those verbs, right? I guess that will be in this case in past perfect, right? Because we can have we can say smell, but that is like I am smelling something. I sometimes we don't say that, right? Or I am liking something, that will be weird, right? So then I will look for like a list and I will send it to you, okay? On Google Chat, that will be a great thing. Uh-huh. Okay, perfect. So you don't have more questions about this? No?
No.
So let's try to do an exercise. Let's see if we can do one exercise about this. Let me share that. It says, choose the correct verb from the list below to complete the following sentences. But they say put the verb in the past perfect tense. Had and past participle. You know the structure there, right? And you have those verbs. Make, I can't say it. Make, start, write, leave, forget, fly, escape, close, give, ring, eat, change, go, and see. We're going to work until 12, right? So there you have this. When I got to the house, Mary wasn't there. She, what? She, we need here something, which could be our auxiliary there. Which could be that one? If we're talking about past perfect. So she had already what? When I go to the house, right?
Left.
Left. Excellent. Left. That would be the past participle of which one? Leave. We don't have this. Leave, right? So when I got to the house, Mary wasn't there. She had already left. Yes? So you're going to choose the correct verb here to complete those sentences, right? So there you can use the past perfect tense, right? So you're going to have around, we can say, 4 minutes for you to work on those sentences. And later we're going to check them together, okay? So work on them and then we're going to check them together. If you have questions, just raise your hand and I will try to help you, okay? And Miss Jackie, if you want, you can write the answers on the chat. That would be great if you have like time there, right? Okay, let's check then, guys. Let's see the number 2. Who wants to help me with that one? Which could be the answer? Read it all. Which could be?
Maybe she had changed.
Excellent. She had, right? Changed. Okay, so much. That's good, right? So we have already used change. Excellent, very good. So I didn't recognize my old classmate because she had changed so much. Excellent, very good. Let's see the number 3. We were late for the show last night. By the time we got to the theater, the movie, what? The movie had already what? Started. Yes, that would be that one, right? Start. So we were late for the show last night, but the time we got to the theater, the movie had already started. Remember that is past participle, right? Yesterday, I went on my first paint trip. I was very nervous because I had what? I've never flown, right? That would be that. Flown, right? Before. Good. So that's the past participle of flight. Good. So I couldn't eat much dinner last night because I had eaten, right? Such a big lunch. That would be the reason that. Excellent. I couldn't buy any groceries last night because when I go to the supermarket, It
Had.
had
Very close.
already closed, right? That could be the answer. Closed. Excellent. Last week, our teacher gave back the essays. Uh-huh, we have
Ready?
written, right?
Mhm.
Written, yes.
Written.
The week before, right? I say last week our teacher gave back the essays we had written the week before. Excellent. 8. The house was quiet when Andrew got home. Everyone to bed several hours.
Had went.
Which could be had gone. Edwin. Remember that that is the past participle, right? So everyone had gone to bed several hours early. Good. 9. They got to school late yesterday. The bell, you know the bell, right? Had
Already.
already what?
Run.
Rang. Excellent. Have already rang. That will be the past participle of that. Shayla couldn't come to my house last night because she what? Because
Had.
she had
She had already.
already what? Made, right? She had already made other plans. Okay, excellent. We couldn't find the house. It was clear that he had what?
Gave.
Given, right? Had given us the wrong address. That will be the past participle for that one, okay? And the last one, Annie didn't want to come to the movie with us because she she had what? Already used all of these, right? Close.
When?
When?
Gone.
We have already used that one. Yeah. And right also. So we have
Gone.
forget, escape, and Z. Which would be?
Seen.
If you talk about the movie, right? Seen. That would be that. Yes, Annie didn't want to come to the movie with us because she had seen it the week before. Okay, that would be that one. Excellent. Pretty good, right? So, don't forget to study the past participle, guys, of the verbs. That will be important here. Okay, let's see the negative form of this. Complete the sentences below using the past perfect in the negative and the words provided. For example, my house was very dirty when she came over because we have here some words between parentheses. I not clean for weeks. So let's rewrite it. My house was very dirty when she came over because I haven't cleaned it for weeks, right? So you're going to use the words that you have between parentheses in order to, we can say, complete the other action, right? In that case, for example, Joe had to study hard for yesterday's test because, and you have he not do well the week before. So we can say you had studied hard. Oh, had to study, that would be enough. Study are, right, for yesterday's test. Because, right, he, what? Because he hadn't or had not done, right? Done well that week before. That week. You're talking about the test there, right? Before. That would be, right? So, Joe, sorry, had to study hard. I made a mistake there. Hard. Oh. For yesterday's test because he, right? He, that would be lowercase word, so he had not done well the week before. That would be that one, right? So you're going to do this. So Diana, going to do the first one. Edwin, oh, I guess Miss Jacqueline, maybe. And Mr. Miguel Cuellar, if you can do it, that's great. Diana again, Edwin, right. Oh, we have more, right? Jackie, Diana again, Edwin, that will be the last one. Okay, so let me do this. Can you see all of them right? Yes. Okay, work on those sentences. Remember, you need to use all the words that you have between parentheses, okay, to complete the other action, okay? So, work on them. You're going to have around 5 minutes, okay? So, Miss Jackie, Mr. Miguel, if you can work and then write the answer in the chat, okay? And Diana and Edwin, try to tell me the answer, right, using your microphone. Okay, thank you. So remember, if you have questions, just raise your hand and I will help you, okay? Work. Okay, guys, let's check them. Let's see the number 2, Diana. Which could be the answer for that one?
Okay. I was worried when she didn't arrive on time.
Okay, we'll write just the
Because
she had not
she had not
been. Oh,
been
been
late before.
late before. Excellent. Good, right? So that would be the other part of that one. Because she had not been late before. That would be excellent. So let me do it in that case. Lowercase. Okay, excellent. What about the number 2, Edwin? Judith didn't want to go to the school, right? Which could be why? Because
She hadn't escaped before.
she hadn't or had not, that always the same, right? Skill. Yes, before. Good. That will be excellent. So Judith didn't want to go to the school skip trip because she hadn't skied before. Excellent. I guess Miss Jackie wrote that one. It says, I didn't recognize Ellen at the party because I had not seen for years. Let's fix it a little bit, Miss Jackie. So that would be like, I didn't recognize Ellen at the party because I had not, right, seen her for years, right? That would be that, for years. Okay, so just to fix it a little bit. Mr. Miguel Cuellar, do you? I guess he's not here, right? So let's do this. John didn't catch the bus because there you have he not leave the house on time. So because we can say he had not left the house on time. That would be the answer, right? John didn't catch the bus because he had not left the house on time. That would be excellent. Diana, 6. Andy,
Um, Andy ate at church super last night because he hadn't eaten all day.
excellent. He had not eaten eaten right all day. Good. That will be the answer. Excellent. Edwin, the farmers.
It hadn't rained for weeks.
Excellent. It hadn't or had not, right? Rained. That is in past participle, right? Rained. Yes. For weeks. For weeks. Good. That will be excellent. Miss Jackie, are you there? No? She left. Okay. So, Roberta's hair looked terrible last night. So, because she not come all day, so you can say because she had not combed, right? Combed all day. That will be the answer. Day, right? Roberta's hair looked terrible last night because she had not combed it all day, right? Good. And number 9, Diana, which will be the answer there?
Amanda was excited yesterday because she had not slept well for several days.
Excellent. She had not slept, right? Well, for several days. Excellent. That would be the answer. Good. And the last one, Edwin.
The movie hadn't started yet.
Excellent. The movie. No. Movie hadn't or had not started. Excellent. Started yet. That will be. I was so happy when I got to the theater because the movie had not started yet. Okay, excellent. I don't know if you have questions about it. No? Questions?
No, teacher.
No questions at all? Okay. So guys, I guess we have 4 minutes, but let's try to do something. Okay, there you have this. This is easy, I guess. We're going to match that one. It says, match the first part of the sentence on the left with the correct ending on the right. Let's see the first one. Betty's plants died because what? You have many options here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, right? So we can say G? Yes. She hadn't watered them, right? That would be the answer. Excellent. G. Good. So there you have it. Okay. Let's see the B. Bob couldn't buy the new computer because what?
E.
E, right? Because he had spent. Sammy couldn't fall asleep last night because what, Edwin? Couldn't fall asleep.
H.
He had watched scary movies. So that would be something, right? Weird, but it could happen. Excellent. Let's see. The little girl was crying because what? The little girl. Mm-hmm.
A.
Eight, excellent, because she had lost her doll. That would be sad, right? Good. Let's see. Five, I didn't have to buy groceries because what? I didn't have to buy groceries. Mm-hmm. Yes. I had gone shopping the day before. That will be that one. Excellent. Let's see. Six. Kevin failed his exam because what?
D.
D. He hadn't studied at all. Mhm. That would be the reason, right? Excellent. D. Okay, let's see. Monty bought a new camera because what? Mhm. Yeah. B C F N
J.
J. Jason Monty bought a new camera because he had lost his old one. Excellent. That will be the answer. Let's see. Clara couldn't pay for lunch because what?
B.
B. She had left her purse at home. Excellent, Edwin. That will be that one. And let's see. 9. Susan slept later because
F.
F. She had forgotten to set the alarm. That will be the answer. And the last one, I couldn't speak to the boss because he had already left.
C.
The office. Letter C. Excellent, Edwin. Very good. Nice. So those will be the answers, right? I don't know, Edwin, if you have any questions or comments about it. No? Is everything
No, teacher.
okay? We're going to continue with the past perfect next class, but I guess I will let you know in on Google Chat if you're going to have the first evaluation for Module 2 this week, I guess. So I will let you know.
This week will be the evaluation.
Yeah, I think so. So I will let you know later, right? But I guess yes, we're going to start with the first evaluation this week, okay? So be ready for that one. If you have questions, you can write it to me on Google Chat or on WhatsApp. That would be great, okay? So see you next class. Try to study past perfect also. The past participle of the verbs, those are very important, right? So, so guys, have a nice day. Take care and bye bye. See you.
Have a nice week.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Diana, take care a lot. Bye bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye bye, Edwin. Take care.